Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. Just right now, I just finished an interview with Nikita, the COO of Battlestate Games. And just before I interviewed him, he was interviewed on the Twitch gaming website or channel by Bruce Greene. So I'm going to mix and mash all the information together. So you've got the full summary right here, nice and easy for you guys to take on. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. All right, so starting with Streets of Tarkov. Now, there was a lot of information for Streets of Tarkov, and I'll try my best to combine it all right now and give you the down and dirty and nasty. First up, 40 player count. We've spoken about that a fair bit. Their aim is to have 40 players on there. We got to see a new extended trailer video of the Streets of Tarkov with their new area. It went for about 5 minutes. I'll put a link down below to the actual full trailer if you want to watch it. But it's like a full playable environment right now. They're actually up to the stage now where they're fixing up the they want to put the loot keys and getting the tasks ready. So the actual area's developed, or the area that they showcased, and they're putting in the more finer touches. So they're bringing it up into stages. There's going to be multiple areas within Streets of Tarkov, and their aim is to like release a large portion of the map sometime early next year. And then they'll expand it into more and more areas as the game develops. There is the BTR-80 that's going around in the map as well. And Nikita said that it's not a tank, it's an APC. And it's going to have two different options that you can use it for. So you can tell it to go to a certain area and fuck shit up, in his words, not mine. And also you can use it as a taxi. They are planning to put also a BMP into it, which is a tracked variant of a Russian APC. It's actually more of an infantry fighting vehicle, but we won't get into that. But that will be more expensive and have the same options. So it'll hold more people as a taxi, and we'll also be able to get sent to an area to fight people. So really cool that they're including vehicles, and they look really sick if you didn't see them in the trailer already. As countermeasures to these vehicles, they're going to add RPG-7s, and this will be what you can use to destroy the vehicles, but also be able to like take out people as well. There is destructible environment in the Streets of Tarkov area, and it's going to be client side for the majority of stuff. So like when you see bookshelves and books falling off the bookshelves, that will all be on the client side. However, obviously the big breach room or breach walls and doors, that will obviously be more server side, but it's going to be able to be breached by not just the players, but the AI will breach it as well. So that's really cool. So they currently have 2 scav bosses planned for Streets of Tarkov. The first one that we know about is this really big guy that's going to be hanging out at the car dealership. And the car dealership is going to be this fortified area. It's going to have snipers. He's going to have a machine gun. And yeah, it'll be the base of operations for scavs in that area. There's going to be snipers, motion detectors, but the one cool thing he said was if you do try to like take on the compound, you will most likely die. However, the boss will roam away from the compound, and you'll be able to try and ambush him outside of the area instead. So if you want to, you can try and take him on that way. However, if you do want to take in a full squad and then take on the whole compound and get through it, there's the option to do that too. I like this idea. This sounds really cool. He didn't say anything about the second scav boss. It's more of a secret, and he wants to kind of be more of a surprise. Maybe they'll release more information a bit later on. But the one major thing about Streets of Tarkov that he keeps talking about is the immersion of Streets. He wants you to feel that you're in this big area and you're all alone, and you're like kind of like a horror film, but you're not actually alone there. So it's like that whole feeling like, holy crap, I'm in here by myself. This is going to be hell. But at the same time, you're not there by yourself. So that's really cool that they're doing that. So I did touch on where it is in the development, and like I said just before, they've actually finished a large portion of the development of the map, and now it's more down to the finer details, being the task keys and loot for the areas. So really cool. But he did say, unfortunately, it will be most likely early next year for the release of Streets of Tarkov. I asked what stage the factory expansion's up to, and he said he's completed, it's ready to go. And it's not too far away at all. He didn't want to tell anything more about the actual map itself or the scav boss that we've seen with the sledgehammer. He pretty much just said they're just working on some pathing stuff now, and the finer details with that. But he wants it so when patch 12.11 comes out, that a lot of the things are going to be really exciting, and there won't be a Tarkov TV live before the next one. So I imagine, and this is just how I from the experience of me playing this game for so long, they'll probably release the patch notes, and then about a week after that, the patch will come out. There won't be a Tarkov TV live showing all the little things and building up that hype. They're just going to put the patch notes out, and then I guess a week later, the patch will come out. So hopefully that's not too far away. He said they are planning to try and get it out this month. Have to wait and see. As for the ETS servers, they are currently down, and he wants to have them back up 2 weeks after the next patch, so they can test out the new Unity engine. He did say it sounds like they can actually start using it quite soon. So I guess the patch would come out, and then 2 weeks after that, they'll start trying out the new Unity engine on the ETS, and then if I guess it goes smooth, then we'll get to see it. Lighthouse is planned for this year. They're trying to get Lighthouse. They've put 70% of the team that was working on Streets now across the Lighthouse, and they want that map out this year. So in between now and the end of the year, we'll have Lighthouse, and then at the start of next year, we get Streets of Tarkov. So it's cool to know that they're working on that. VoIP and Inertia is in 12.12, and they've pretty much locked away and sealed the deal on all the stuff that will be in 12.12. So I'm guessing that the majority of the team that was working on 12.11's development has finished the development side, and now that that's all the testing and polishing sides in action, and the actual main development crew's moved on to 12.12. So that's cool to know. As for the optimization of stuff, so the next phase of Unity, NVIDIA Reflex and DLSS. He said the DLSS wasn't meant to be leaked, but he brought it up some point a while ago, and now that NVIDIA wanted to announce it, but it's all good. But so that's in the works, and Reflex is going to be soon. And the one last thing to touch on about the durability on the next patch, because there's scav car and durability. He didn't want to talk about it all too much over both interviews, but effectively, when you pick up a gun, it's going to have different durability amounts, and then the modifiers on the guns can actually affect how often you'll have weapon malfunctions. And this could be stuff like suppressors, muzzle devices, and dust covers. So there'll be actual, I guess, I don't know how to word it, a debuff, a negative effect from having certain suppressors on and stuff that will increase the chance of a stoppage happening. So this is going to be game changing for a lot of people, because it won't. I'm hoping that this will actually reduce full auto meta a little bit, and move it into more of you have to be a little bit more tactical with how often you fire full auto, because most people in real life don't shoot full auto in combat because it's a waste of ammo. So yeah, it might actually mix it up and then make semi-automatic have a less chance of this happening. I don't know. Have to wait and see. But that is pretty much the full summary of everything from the actual the chat that I had with Nikita, and also everything that was brought up via the Twitch gaming interview by Bruce Greene. Also, the last thing, he did actually leak some small little images that are going to come with 12.11, which is there is the MP155 with the thermal that's attached to it, and there's also another little thermal. So I'll have them up on the screen. So if you're interested in seeing that, that's where you see it. All right. So if you are interested in watching the full interview, I'll have that up on my channel. Probably, I don't know, 12 hours after this finishes. But yeah, besides that, I've got a little special message from Nikita. You can you'll get that, and then we'll finish the video. So let's go.
Like and subscribe, and don't forget to вот эта вот фигня, как она называется, колокольчик этот. How like this bell, like the bell
notification bell.
Notification bell. Don't forget to press notification bell. Like and subscribe. Become a sponsor. Buy a milk. Learn Spanish. Bye bye.
So you heard the guy, learn Spanish, drink milk, and lastly, guys, I'll see you next time.